Here we go. Happy new moon, everybody. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. Hi, everybody. I was reading the comments in the feed as I was dropping in. I'm so happy to see you. And I saw that Rachel, who's one of our beautiful community members, her mom is watching. And her comment was that she wanted to give a shout out to her mom who's watching. And then her mom said hello back. And here's what I want to tell you. I'm not trying to call you out, Rachel, and Rachel's beautiful mother. But what I really love about that is you guys are what this is all about. This is all about you connecting back to your lineage, to finding your most magical, true, right roots. And when you're able to do it as a family, like, I don't want to cry, but like, I can't believe how beautiful that is. So thank you, Rachel and Rachel's mom, for even just letting me witness that, because that is, like, you have to know how that makes me feel. Like, Copper Riley's watching with her mom too. God bless both of you. And I just want to say, you guys are the reason I do this work. You're the reason I do this work. Whew. So thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me see you. Tracy's new. Is anybody new? Is anybody here who's never been through a new moon ritual with me? You're probably like, what's that thing behind you? I'll tell you in a minute, because my brand new program for 2019 just launched 2 days ago. So I'm excited to tell you about it. It's so good. Danielle's got her Haley with her. Look how many beautiful souls are connecting. Roxanne is interpreting this for her mom in sign language. To you. So beautiful. And look at all the new souls who are here for the first time. So I just want to welcome you. I want to tell you that you're going to be new for about 2 minutes, because we have such a beautiful soul family. And we're just going to scoop you up and bring you into our embrace, and just say how glad we are that you're here. We have a global family. I've been leading online full moon and new moon rituals for 7.5 years. I've never missed a moon ritual in all that time. I've been sick, and I've taken medicine to show up and do the thing, because this is so important. And I've always done them for free. I will always do them for free. It's part of my soul contract with my spirit guides. And in fact, my original intention to create Sage Goddess, my original intention on a new moon in 2010, which is right before I launched Sage Goddess, at a new moon ritual, I set an intention, and my intention was to connect people from all over the world around the phases of the moon. And I feel really good because I have lived that intention. But you know what? Wouldn't happen without you. So thank you for showing up to this intention, which really, really, really is about you. It's about us. It's about the fact that we are one. And every new moon, I did it. It's true. That was my intention. And do you know how many people were like, you're crazy, that'll never happen, how are you going to connect people around the world, who are you, right? No. You set an intention, that stuff starts to materialize, especially if you set an intention with an open heart. Why am I telling you all of this? Tonight's a new moon. The moon is in my sign tonight. My moon is in Sagittarius. So if I seem all kinds of giddy and happy tonight, it's because this is my moon. And I'm setting some big intentions. This is our last new moon of 2018. You better make it a good one. If you have your tools, I make a kit every month for the new moon. And in fact, if you purchase the kit tonight for next month, do you know this is your free gift today on Sage Goddess with any purchase? Like, even if you purchase something for $1, you get a free titanium black kyanite necklace today on sagegoddess.com. And everything is 17% off with code 17magic. Did you see that today? This is one of my favorite things of all time. We used to sell these for $30 a piece, which is what they're worth. You're getting the necklace on a cord for free today as my gift. Because it's the holidays and we do that. Because we're crazy. So anyway, your kit for January 2019, if you want to know what we're doing next new moon in January, we are healing your ancestral lineage. And so Team SG put the link up for you to get the new moon kit. It is incredible. And you know what's really interesting? So I made 2 different incense blends for next month. First, we're going to burn the incense blend to heal your masculine line. Then we're going to burn the incense blend to heal your, it goes this way, to heal your feminine line. That's going to be fun. So let's talk about this new moon. But I wanted to make sure you knew that you're getting basically a $30 gift, even if you just purchase $5 worth of stuff on sagegoddess.com. It's our gift to you this holiday season because we love you and appreciate you so much. I know. Okay, tonight, Sag New Moon. Tonight is about alignment and truth. And what I'm going to ask you to do tonight is set an intention that is going to bring all aspects of you into alignment so that you understand what your deeper truth is. And that's because Sagittarius is the sign of truth. They're the sign of magic. In fact, every Sagittarius loves magic, and that's because Sagittarius is the sign of the occult. Specifically, if you have your moon in Sagittarius. If your moon's in Sagittarius and you don't enjoy lunar ritual and ceremony and smudging and all the things, there might be something wrong. I always say I was born to love magic because my moon is in Sag. Anybody else? Do I have anybody else in the tribe with a moon in Sag? Is that you, Emily? Lorian is Sag rising. Mia's touch is Sag moon, not surprised. Pam has her Mars in Sag. By the way, I'm teaching all of this in my new course next year. So I'm going to tell you about how to sign up for the brand new online program for 2019, but I'm teaching you about your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, your ascendant, your north node, your south node. So if you've always wanted to know more about your astrological profile, now is probably a good time to join me. I can only cover so much in our moon rituals, and that's where the rest of our information comes through. Michelle Matthias, if you're there, I'm using your smudge wand today. I'm thinking of you with love. Thank you again for the beautiful gift. Isn't this gorgeous? One of my sweet soul sisters in my community sent this to me as a gift, and I just treasure it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you wouldn't mind, as you gaze into that smoke right there, please release any anxieties, worries, fears, insecurities. Just let it all go. Anything that's distracting you, I love you too. Anything that's distracting you from being in this moment right now, if you could please just surrender it. Would love for you to do that. Doesn't it feel good? Roll your shoulders back. Pretend I'm there rubbing your shoulders. Take a deep breath and just let it all go. It's not serving you anyway. If you're worrying, it's because you're living in the past or the future. It's not because you're in this moment. In this moment, everything is sweet. Everything is okay. Everything is possible. Everything is beautiful in this moment. As soon as you start worrying, you're not in this moment. So you got to learn how to let that go. And no one's going to teach you that. That's a practice. That's a discipline to be in this moment. The reality is you can't change the past and you're not going to change the future. Aw, thank you for that, Chef Quincy. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. You made my night too. Such love. It's there. Tell your kids I love them too. Okay. And by the way, if your littles are with us, I think that's really sweet. We always have littles at our public full moon rituals, and I encourage you, you know what I mean? Because your children, listen, your children know more about magic than you do. They saw God more recently than you did. So don't ever underestimate your children's need for magic. It's really, really true. And Wendy, we see you. Sending sweet medicine of healing to you, Wendy. Thank you for that, Maria. So bring your attention to your breath. Roll your shoulders back. Open your chest a little bit. Open your hands. Just get into a nice receptive position for energy work. So powerful, so important. And just let yourself be in this moment. And I want you to like cocoon yourself a little bit. You know, you spend all your time worrying about everybody else. Do they have what they need? Did you do what you were supposed to do for them? Are all the checks marked on your to-do list? Just for right now, there's no to-do list. You have nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go. Everything will be waiting there for you in 50 minutes when we're done. Just give yourself this hour. It really is a gift to your soul. And when you do this, you nourish your inner child. You nourish your higher self. You know, watch your body soften and relax. A lot of my clients even say that after we're done together, their pain is less. Their physical pain. Remind your body right now that there's nothing wrong. Your body is healed and well. There's nothing wrong there. and watch your pain dissolve away, right? What you focus on is what grows and expands. And so the more you focus on beauty and the present moment and all the blessings that are right in front of you right here, right now, the more available you are to the energies you need to raise in order to create a brighter future. I really believe that. It's really, really true. Beth is cocooned up in her hotel room. Patty Adams, kiss your little 3-year-old for me. 3 is my favorite age. My kids were delicious at 3. I mean, 3-year-olds are like, how can I help you? They're friendly, they're curious. 2-year-olds are, 2. And then at 4, they start going, I don't want to do that. You're not the boss of me. But 3 is like this beautiful age where they're very sweet for a year, at least in my experience. My kids are 9 and 11 now, and they're back in that sweet place. My son is like a teddy bear, and my daughter is just a cuddle bug too. So, but 3 was fun, and then 4 was like, are these my kids? That's right. Aho to that. Okay, so we have smudged. I want to tell you the tools that we're using tonight. If you don't have my tools, use your tools. You're fine. This is your candle. Obviously, that's what Sagittarius is all about. This is truth. Sagittarius is the seeker of truth. And that's why your perfume is called Seeker. You got a free gift from me, which I hope you loved, which was your North Body Balm. The ingredients in this one, by the way, all handmade here at SG, has pure fir balsam absolute, cocoa butter, babassu oil, and avocado butter. All vegan, all natural, all pure. So, by the way, put this on a cut or a wound. It will heal overnight. It also is really good for fine lines and wrinkles. It is so good for moisturizing your skin. A lot of you are in those really dry, cold climates. This is going to take all that scaly skin away that you get in the Northeast, when it's snowing. So enjoy. That felt like a really important gift to give you. And then our stones for tonight are spectrolite, which is a form of labradorite. This is my new moon labradorite, by the way. A lot of you have this because these were made at SG eons ago, but I love mine and I've always kept it. So some of you have yours too. Spectrolite is a member of the feldspar family, so it's a member of the same gemstone group as labradorite, and in fact it displays more of the color spectrum. So in labradorite you get mostly like gold and blue, a little bit of green. In spectrolite you get red and purple and pink and a lot of other flashes. So this is spectrolite. The light won't let it really flash, but it's got a little sexiness in it. Then you've got ocean jasper, which is for happiness. Sagittarians are happy. And then, in general, you have Laguna agate, which is a harmonizing and stabilizing stone. It ignites your life force, gets your blood pumping, and then you're getting your lapis palm stone with your sigil for Sagittarius. This is the symbol that we created to represent Sagittarian energy. So, how might you be feeling under a Sagittarius moon? Sagittarius moon is the great mystery. It's the great mystery. The great mystery is a beautiful thing. Our universe is vast and very complex. And for someone like me who has mild attention deficit disorder, the great mystery keeps me from getting bored, okay? Because the reality is you can study magic and history and mythology all your life. I've been studying those things for 30 years. I don't know it all, right? You'll never really know all the mysteries. But it also makes you feel sometimes like powerless because you don't know it all. And so you have to balance your curiosity with your need to know and your willingness to just surrender and not know. Does that make sense? And so tonight is about mystery. Tonight is about adventure. The doorway of a Sagittarius new moon is get ready for something new. A new adventure is coming to you. Sagittarians are your friends who knock on your door and go, we're going out, get ready. And you go, I'm not ready. And then they say, I don't care. And they just drag you and kidnap you and take you out of the house. Do you have friends like that? I have one girlfriend like that. And she's always like, I don't care if you're ready. I don't care if you're dressed. I don't care this. I don't care that. Just get in the car. And we're going. That's the Sagittarius new moon energy. It's like, it's a little bit antsy, like you've got ants in your pants. You might have been feeling that today. Sagittarians don't like to be trapped. They are the least faithful of all of the astrological signs. And it's not because they're bad people. It's because as soon as you put a Sagittarius in a cage and close that door, what happens? They start scratching to get out. And so one of the things you have to do with Sagittarius is you have to give them the illusion of freedom. I always have to feel like I have a choice. My husband would tell you, he'll say, you know what, you need to take the car in today to get it serviced. And I'll say, I don't want to do that. And he'll say, you don't have to, but it would be really good if you did. He's learned after 20 years with me, because I have a Sag moon, he can't just say, you have to do this. He'll say, it'd be really good if you could do this today, which gives me the illusion of choice and doesn't make me feel like I'm trapped, right? Don't trap your Sag. And the energy of today is you might be feeling like you're trying to get out of your cage a little bit because you sense that something new is coming, and energetically it is, right? That's what this new moon is all about. And so you're not trapped. Here's the message for tonight. You are not trapped. If you don't like where you live, if you don't like your job, if you don't like your partner, that's a little trickier, and if you don't like your kids, that's especially tricky. But there are a lot of things in your life that if you don't like them, you can change them. You're not a tree. You know what I mean? You're not 100-year-old tree with roots this big that can't be pulled up out of the ground. Fix it, right? Shift it. And how do you do that? Candy says she feels trapped. And Andrew says the same thing. And people always ask me, okay, Athena, great, but how do I fix it if I am sort of trapped? Here's what I'm here to do with you tonight. And if you're here, I don't think it's an accident at all. I think you're here for exactly what I'm about to tell you. Are you ready? You set an intention. Tonight, it begins with a whisper, okay? It begins with a whisper. Even if you don't have a stone in your hand, even if you don't have a candle to light, tonight is that small whisper to you. You don't have to whisper it to me. You can if you want to. I always like to know what your intentions are. But tonight, it is the tiny whisper in your heart that says, I'm ready to be free. Are you ready to be free? And the other whisper tonight, right? Tonight is the night, you guys. I've got chills all over my body. The energy of this week, I've been doing readings online, hugely accurate, because there's just an energy flow that's overwhelming, and it's still flowing, so I hope you can feel it too. There's two whispers tonight. One is, I'm ready to be free, and I'm ready to be true. Sagittarius new moon is all done with your BS and your excuses. I would be honest if. I would show people the real me if. I would tell her the truth and stop talking behind her back if. I would express my emotions if. Sagittarius new moon is like, I'm sorry. We're all done. You are either going to be truth or you're going to avoid truth. And avoiding truth leads to a path of illness, disease, and sorrow. That's a little blunt, okay? If you're not living in truth right now, tonight's a huge invitation for you to whisper to yourself, I'm ready to be true. And here's the thing. Do you know who needs your truth more than anybody? I'm looking at him or her. You need your truth. Your honesty has to start with you. No more excuses. No more, I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. No more, well, I can't be honest because. No more of that. Tell people the truth. Don't show up one way over here and then go over here and show up some other way. People won't trust you. You will lose people's trust. That kind of inconsistency and lack of integrity isn't serving you or anybody else in your life or your world. And believe me, if you don't think that creates a vibration and comes back to you tenfold, it does. And so you end up surrounded by dishonesty, which is just a mirror of the energy that you're putting out in the world. So big mama medicine tonight. Okay? I'm ready to change. Can I get an amen? I am ready to change. I'm ready to be free. And I'm ready to be truth. I'm ready to embody truth. I'm ready to inhabit truth. I'm ready to articulate truth. I'm ready to show one face to the world. When you work with me, here's what I can tell you. When you work with me, let's say you take this ritual tonight, you do this with me, and let's say tomorrow you show up here at Sage Goddess and you're like, hi, Athena. There isn't some other person who goes and greets you. I don't have like a persona over here and a persona over there and then some other person from my family. This is who I am with my kids. This is who I am with you. This is who I am with my husband. This is who I am with my parents, who I'm sure I just annoy the crap out of a good chunk of the time, right? This is who I am with my friends. This is who I am with, this is who I am. And people are either going to take you or leave you. And maybe that's easy for me to say at 45. It would have been harder for me to say at 25. You better step into some alignment. And here's why you're doing it tonight. Because do you really want to take your baggage into 2019? Like, do you really want to do that? You have 3.5 weeks to get it together before you perpetuate a cycle of facade that ultimately divides who you are. When you aren't honest, Lauren says it's easier at 58. Girl, I'm trusting you, okay? Because it's not easy for me either. It's not easy for me either, speaking truth, right? Sometimes it's easier. You're like, oh, I don't want to say that. Your health will improve. You will lose that weight you've been carrying around for 30 years. Your back will stop hurting. You'll be able to sleep through the night when you are in integrity, when you have some clean relationships. That nagging back pain and that anxiety that you're feeling and your inability to sleep and that constant worry that's plaguing you and that extra 30 pounds is a lack of a relationship with truth. I promise you. Okay? So, if you're ready, the truth is scary, but you know what's scarier? What happens to your body when you don't live it? The truth is very scary, but what happens if you don't live it is much scarier. I always say the shadow is only scary if you don't acknowledge it. Your shadow self, it isn't scary unless you don't acknowledge it. Candy Pettis is 46 today. You look like you're 25, and I'm so touched and honored that you're spending part of your birthday with me. Happy birthday to you. Truth can help anorexia 1,000%. If you're 30 pounds overweight or 30 pounds underweight, it's the same challenge. Here's what weight problems are. Are you ready? Having had them all my life, by the way. And I'm Greek, so we love food, so I've had to figure that out anyway. Weight problems are you ready? I'll solve it for you right now. A distance between who you really are and who you pretend to be. As soon as who you really are lines up with who you are to the outer world, magically that weight finds its way to the door, or that weight arrives onto your body. Those of us who have anorexia, it's an inability to nourish the truth within yourself. The truth of who you are has to line up with the truth that you inhabit and embody in the world. Then the weight goes, it falls off. Try it. Try living truth, right? I'm glad that's helpful for you. Okay, so I have opened our beautiful circle. I'm going to call the directions in just a moment. I'm going to anoint with my perfume. So if you have an essential oil blend that you're working with, the truth, the Seeker blend in this month's kit, which I hope you love, is pine, ginger, and a form of magnolia known as champaka. So pine is about loving kindness and patience with yourself. Ginger is about activating and stimulating you, which is all of that Sagittarian energy. And then that beautiful champaka magnolia is all about beauty. So it's about going within, activating a deeper kindness, and then raising the energy and ultimately expressing that beauty out in the world. It's true. So a little bit at my third eye for what I know, a little bit at my wrist for what I do, and a touch at my ankles for where I go in the world. May you walk in truth. May you walk in beauty. May you know truth. May you know beauty. May you create truth. May you create beauty. That's beautiful. Rana's using cider or Seder, depending on how you pronounce it, and Magical Luna, which is a beautiful combination. Seder was the Norse shamanic blend that I made for you a couple of weeks ago. So I'm glad you're working with that tonight. Sacred Sandalwood is awesome, Norma. It's a beautiful, beautiful option for you tonight. Black tourmaline's great for tonight. Black tourmaline's like one you kind of can't go wrong with. I will tell you, knowing is perfect, by the way. The North is perfect. Shaman perfume all day long. Let me anoint with Shaman too. That feels really accurate, so thank you for that. I'm going to anoint with that as well. That's Palo Santo, white sage, all the things. Isn't Seder beautiful? Black Moon, Andrea Catherman, 1000% reborn, beautiful option. Asherah, beautiful. Faith is beautiful. Fluoride is beautiful. If you're wondering what they're talking about, I've made about 500 perfumes in my time at Sage Goddess. So there's a lot of options. Whatever you have is exactly what you need. So you are fully right and in the right place. Happy early birthday, Ashley Zuniga. So happy that you're here. Happy birthday to your mom. Thank her, please, for bringing you into the world safely. Happy, happy birthday. Okay, so those are your anointing blends. Wow, I smell really good. Woo! Sometimes you turn yourself on. Does that ever happen to you? I'm like, woo, that is good. Okay. Now, I want you to roll your shoulders back, put your hands on your knees with your palms facing up, which gets you into a nice receptive position for our ritual this evening. I want you to imagine that a beautiful beam of white light extends from your left hand. Kind of let your hand relax a little bit. It's very common for your left hand to feel kind of warm and tingly when we do this. And that beam of white light is your connection to Source. It's your connection to all of us. It's your connection to your own higher self, your inner child. And that beam of light is going to make its way around the circle clockwise, ultimately returning to you in your right hand. And as soon as it comes back to you in your right hand will warm up, get a little tingly. That's how you know that that circle is complete. And I'm going to call to the guardians of the four directions. It's a very common part of ceremony. It just helps to anchor the energies and keep our container for our magical work nice and tight and clear. So guardians of the East, we begin by calling to you this evening, element of air, which is that breath of life and clarity. We ask that you are with us this evening to bring that deeper truth. Energy of the rising sun and dawn, the beginning of a new day, the blessing of knowing that we always have a second chance in this life, an opportunity to do better tomorrow. Thank you for all of that rebirth energy in the East. And we welcome you into the circle. Guardians of the South, element of fire, transformation energies in the South, transmutation, alchemy, shape-shifting from one form to another. Tonight we're shape-shifting from out of alignment into alignment. Guardians of the Southern Gateway, be with us, bring us the strength and the courage that it will take for us to step into a deeper state of alignment with the truth that we know, the truth that we came to live in this life. It's part of this contract that we've signed. And we welcome you. Guardians of the West, regeneration in the West, healing, emotional purification, element of water that washes clean everything from our body, mind, and spirit. Stuck energies get moved in the West. So guardians of the West, we invite you to be with us this evening. Help us push past some of our mental obstacles to that alignment that we seek between who we know ourselves to be and who we pretend to be in our waking life. Help us to tighten up that chasm between who we want to be and who we are. There's mother energy in the West, unconditional love, and so surrender into that this evening. We're so grateful to have you. We welcome you. And then guardians of the Northern Gateway, it's our North Star, element of earth. This is where the ancestors live, our teachers, the crystal people, the crystal kingdom is in the north, the plant teachers are in the north, the slow-moving creatures are in the north. Think of elk. There's a gentleness and a beauty in the north. Nothing's in a hurry in the north. So let the north teach you about slowing down, especially now as we turn toward winter, the great wheel of time, the northern hemisphere. Help us, guardians of the Northern Gateway, to soften and to slow down and not to be in such a hurry. Just to allow things to be as they are without wanting them to change. Strengthening us so that we can step fully into our deeper truth this evening. And we are so grateful that you're here. We welcome you into the circle as well. And then just bring your hands together, prayer pose over your heart. Giving thanks to all of you for being with me this whole year. 12 rituals of the new moon that we have gathered for in 2018. I'm so grateful for your presence and for your community. So I extend a direct line from my heart space to yours tonight, if you can receive that. Just opening up a line of energy that connects our hearts together across space and time. Just beaming you unconditional love and compassion. I see you where you are. You don't need to change anything or be anything different to receive that love. It's just available for you right now in this moment. Holding that space of maternal love, unconditional love, compassionate love, joyful love, a love that sees beyond your flaws, beyond wrongdoing, a love that sees the truth of who you are in your spirit and your soul. And with that, our circle is open. We are here, we are here, we are here. That felt really beautiful. Thank you for your energy as well as we open that container. That was really lovely. Amen, aho, and so it is. That circle is open. Woo! That was sweet medicine tonight, wasn't it? I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Okay. And so, I'm going to light my candle. Calling in the element of fire with our candle flame. And I want you to, especially if you don't have a candle tonight, don't worry, you're fine. By the way, if you're crying, it's okay. We learn, especially in Western culture, not to cry, like, oh, don't cry, or crying means you're weak. Crying means you're releasing energy. Some people burp, some people cry, some people shake. There's all different ways to express energy in the physical body, but crying is just beautiful. So let the tears come. Your tears are full of saline. They're a direct source of purification from God. So let yourself cry those tears. You might need them. Whew. Tiara is turning her tears to non-fears. I love you for that, girl. So I want you to take a moment and just gaze into the flame. Element of fire is transformation. Father is the grandfather, or fire is the grandfather spirit. Grandfather energy is that supreme protection without judgment. Grandfather fire energy is you are safe here, you are safe now. So just gazing into the flame, allowing yourself just to soften into this moment, trusting that those powerful energies of transformation and transmutation that fire inhabits, that fire represents, is a constant source of release for you, release and regeneration. Think of the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? That's exactly what fire is for. Okay, so we thank you, element of fire, for blessing us with those energies this evening. And so rolling your shoulders back, coming back to that good receptive place, I want you to choose a stone tonight that you are going to dedicate to become a representation of your deeper truth. What stone that you have gathered, and it could be anything. It could be from your set. It could be from your own collection. If you don't have a crystal, then work with the energy. Call in the energy of a crystal for you. What crystal will you charge with the energy of tonight's work? With the energy of integrating your outer self and your inner self, and the energy of allowing yourself to rise above your circumstances in freedom. So for me, I'm using Laguna Agate from my kit because I'm enchanted with it. Laguna Agate is really beautiful. If you haven't seen it before, it comes from Mexico, and it's just a very different form of agate. It's got all these lines and shades of peach and pink and yellow and gold. I haven't used it very often in kits, so it's a really special one. In place of, you can use your labradorite, by the way. So any crystal tonight that resonates with you, this is the one I'm choosing, but whichever one you want to use, whatever is calling to you. It could even be one of your amulets that you're wearing. You know what I mean? So open your mind. Don't get too closed off thinking it has to be one thing. It doesn't have to be what I'm working with. Whatever you have is great. Love it. Nathan, tree agate, beautiful medicine for tonight, because that's all about stabilizing, anchoring into what's deep and true, connecting to the roots of the earth. I love that so much. Lace agate of any kind is great. Ocean jasper, lapis lazuli. Good, good, good. Okay. And so I'm going to hold my labradorite too, just because labradorite is the stone of the new moon. And so what labradorite does is it gives the flash of energy to your visions and your dreams. So I'm going to work with both of those crystals. And place your crystals in your left hand and cover them with your right hand. And I want you to first set an intention tonight. New moons are all about intention setting. And intention, by the way, if you're new to magical work, you'll always hear me say this. The most important thing you will ever do in your life is set an intention. I shared earlier in this broadcast that the reason you're sitting here with me right now is that 8 years ago, I set an intention in my in-person group in San Diego that I was going to spend my life gathering people from around the world to celebrate the moon phases. That's why you're sitting here tonight. And I have 750,000 people who follow me on Facebook. If that isn't proof to you that one intention can manifest something quite magnificent, I really don't know how else to prove it to you. So I want you to first set an intention tonight, covering your crystals with your hand, for freedom. Where in your life do you need freedom? Where in your life do you feel tied down, shackled, forced, obligated, disconnected? Where in your life are you phoning it in because you're not passionate about it? It's not your truth anymore. Where in your life do you need to open the birdcage so that you can fly? Where is that? Right? Financial for Cherish, right? Financial for Christina. Where is it? Where is that place? And you don't have to tell me, but you can. I'll hold the energy for you too. That's the nice part about sharing intentions, especially here in a container where you can feel very safe and not judged at all. Like, let us hold that for you. Home, family, limiting beliefs for Claudia. It's beautiful. Free from church for Eve, starting her own spiritual path. Aho to that. Financial for Nancy Sue. Attachment to stuff for Sharon. Just so beautiful, right? More of a Buddhist tradition. Relationships, career, sex, family. You know what I mean? Financial freedom, your job. Job. The emotions, right? Family, pain, anxiety, fear. Traveling, physical freedom for Deanna Franco, insecurity, relationships to others. Okay, so holding that space tonight. Addiction of any kind. What a good night to free yourself from addiction. Do you have addiction? Are you ready to set it free? Don't underestimate the power of an intention. Do you know what happens when you set an intention tonight? The entire universe conspires to support you. Somebody shows up over here. I can do this for your addiction. Somebody shows up over here. Here's a class you can take. Somebody shows up over here. I'm willing to do a remote healing session for you. Somebody shows up over here, introduces you to a tea that could help you. Then all of a sudden you're online and something pops up and it's a video that you were meant to watch. The universe works in all these magical ways the minute you set an intention. Are you ready to walk through that door? And so, as we collectively set this intention to move into deeper freedom around whatever the intention is this evening. And I struggle too. I seek freedom from self-doubt. I seek freedom from fear and anxiety sometimes. I seek freedom from loneliness sometimes. I seek freedom in my own life. And so you're not alone. We all struggle with it. I seek freedom from constantly second guessing myself as a parent, which probably resonates with a lot of you. And so, Great Spirit, guides, guardians, and allies from the upper realms, from the middle world, from the lower worlds, we call upon you to surround us tonight and to set things in motion. Give them permission, you guys. You have to give them permission. I permit you to shift my life to be in alignment with this intention. I permit you to shift me toward the release of self-doubt. I permit you to shift me toward the release of addiction. I permit you to shift me toward financial freedom. I permit you to shift me toward deeper trust and faith. I permit you to shift me toward. It's gonna happen. Are you ready? That's right. Big wheels keep on turning, girl. That's right. May it be so. May your intention or intentions unfold for you in perfect time, in full alignment with exactly where you need to be, exactly who needs to be surrounding you, and exactly what you need to be doing. From this day forward, may you know a deeper level of freedom, and may it bring you peace, prosperity, happiness, physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and well-being. May it expose you to a level of joy and optimism and faith and trust in the universe that you have never experienced before. May you know these things in your body. May your body release all markers of stress and pain as you soften into a deeper level of freedom and connection. May you know this freedom in your soul. May your soul fly and soar like an eagle or hawk, high above the troubles and circumstances in your life. May you know this freedom in your mind, so that your thoughts are not troubled by chatter and the constant noise of that running dialogue that isn't serving you anyway. And may you most of all know that freedom in your heart, so you don't shed those tears anymore. And let your heart be held and nurtured and caressed by a deeper love. Amen, aho, and so it is. Amen, aho, and so it is. Woo. Aho to that. It's good stuff tonight, you guys. Aho to that. I'm going to cheer you with my chai tea. Okay. And now your second intention under this beautiful Sagittarian new moon. Are you ready? You know what? It's good to be teary. Do you know what tears mean, too, beyond just purification of saline? Do you know what tears mean? You're in the presence of truth. When you're in the presence of truth, you cry because your soul knows what's accurate. Your mind is going to cheat you and lie to you and convince you of things all day long. But this, there's a bullshit detector on your heart that is very accurate. At least mine. My heart has an extremely accurate BS detector. It goes beep, 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 beep. And so when you're in the presence of truth, you cry. When I walk into a church where the Holy Spirit is very present, I can't stop crying. It doesn't happen very often because most churches don't really have the Holy Spirit. But some of them do. And if I walk through the door, right? Are you ready for your second intention of the evening? Your second and last. This is your last intention. This is your last intention for 2018 with me. Not to say your last intention ever. In fact, party on, Wayne. I would love to see you go set intentions all night long. This is your last new moon of 2018. So if you want to stay up all night and set another 100 intentions, you're welcome to do that. Last intention with me tonight is truth. Again, tonight, the energy is freedom and truth. Are you ready? It's true. It's true. All right. I'm going to work with a different stone for truth. I'm going to work with ocean jasper because you know what? The truth of who I am in my soul is joy. I'm actually a very happy person. Like, I laugh a lot. I think things are funny. My students would tell you all I do is crack jokes. Some of them aren't always funny, but I have a naughty sense of humor. I'm a joyful person in my soul. That's the truth of who I am. So I'm going to use my ocean jasper for my for my truth intention. You can choose a different stone, or you can work with the same one. I don't really care. Okay. Crystals in your left hand, covering it with your right. Beautiful. Mia's touch is using her jasper flame. Honestly, that's good medicine because jasper is about joy and deep compassion. So it's really, really good. Amy's going for her rose quartz. Mandy's going for her rainbow quartz. Aura light for Jessica. Beautiful. Soda light for Kaylee. Angel light for, is it Rachel Punk? 1982. Beautiful. All right, you ready? You guys are good. You got all your medicine. It's good. Hi, Walter. Mwah. Okay. Great Spirit, God, Goddess, the one who breathed life into you, however you name it, doesn't matter. I don't care what your faith tradition is. I don't need you to believe anything in particular. I just need you to have faith. So guides, guardians, allies of our highest truth, higher self, source energy, angels in the highest realms, be with us this evening as we set our intention for truth, for pulling all facets of ourselves into complete alignment so that there's no me over here, me over there, me with them, me alone, so that there's just one me. And as you bring us into alignment with our deepest truth, please also bring us into alignment with the joy that we knew as children. You didn't come onto this planet, pissed off. I can almost guarantee you that. You didn't come onto this planet angry at people. You didn't come onto this planet frustrated. You didn't come onto this planet feeling like you're not enough. You didn't come onto this planet questioning everything. Those are your barnacles. That's the crap that's stuck to you from whatever happened to you in 5th grade, and the other thing that happened to you in 9th grade, and the other thing that happened to you in high school, and then what your partner did to you when you were 30. And those are your barnacles. What is your intention tonight around truth? And so see us, Great Spirit, higher self, guides, allies in this work, crystals that we're working with, spirits of the crystals. And help us to seal our intention, our individual intention tonight around truth. If you don't know what truth is, spend time with a child. They don't even know how to lie. If they think you're ugly, they're going to tell you. Have you ever noticed that? The kids don't even know how to lie. Kids don't know what a facade is. They'd be like, what? You're different with other people? What does that even mean? My kids are really good teachers to me. They're better than the masters I work with in my spiritual work, you know? Camilla, I don't doubt it, girl. She's like, I feel pissed. Of course you do. And you probably have every right to feel pissed off. So let's take a moment there. Hold on just a second. Push pause. Whatever you're feeling that isn't in truth, anger, frustration, resentment, sadness, sorrow, despair, the desire not to live this life anymore, whatever it is, I want you to take a minute right now and I want you to feel it. I want you to feel that anger. I want you to feel that sorrow for a minute. I want you to go into that place. Get all angry if you need to, you know? And now I want you to feel into that place from your 1-year-old self. I want you to let the infant you go in that place. I want you to let your 3-year-old self go in there for a minute. What would your 3-year-old self tell you? Right? And can you mother yourself for just a minute? Can you father yourself for just a minute to remind yourself it's okay? You'll be okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. But tonight, I want you to come into alignment with your deeper truth. Your deeper truth is joy. Your deeper truth is optimism. Your deeper truth is connection. Isn't it? Your deeper truth is such a desire to be seen for who you are and not judged for what you've done or what you think, or that's your deeper truth, right? Feel it, you guys. You're not going to heal it until you feel it. That's my mantra. You're not going to heal it till you feel it. Crystal allies that we're working with tonight, help us to soften into our deeper truth. Help our 3-year-old self. Remind us what it's like to be curious and optimistic and excited just to go to the grocery store. When you're 3, you're excited just to go anywhere, right? Ooh, I get to see a new place. Ooh, I get to go somewhere. Ooh, I get to go to work. Oh, I get to meet a new person, right? And Lisa, so let that feeling be, right? Let it be. And then let the softness of you go in and hold you for a minute. Maybe your father didn't love you, but you can love you. I've had my own challenges, right? I have been able to love myself in the places where my mother couldn't love me. Because I know my deeper truth. Right? White horse is a beautiful metaphor. White horse is a rescue. It's a savior. And you're saving yourself tonight. Tracy, Pregon, you're saving yourself tonight. The white horse is you. We all think we're waiting for someone to come and save us. And the reality is, what I'm here to teach you is, you're going to save you. Because you love you. Underneath it all, you still think you're magic. You're still excited to live this life. Claudia says, I love me in full joy. You're going to save you. Breathe into that. That's right. Acceptance. So beautiful. That's a beautiful metaphor. Linus Phoenix says, feels like my body's been submerged in a peppermint bath, which means you're all tingly. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So good, right? You feel the cocoon. It's beautiful. I'm glad you feel it. And so take a moment. I want you to, this is the most important part of ritual. Are you ready? Because you're going to somatize. You're going to embody this now. Are you ready? I want you to notice how your body feels right now. Has your pain or discomfort decreased in any part of your body? That's an interesting thing to notice. Is your anxiety a little bit less? That's an important thing to notice. How does your body feel right now? How does your mind feel right now? How does your spirit feel right now? Hopefully you feel like you're sitting in a circle of your friends, because you are. And how does that feel? To really be seen by people and have them just fully accept you exactly as you are. What does it feel like for you right now? It's interesting, isn't it? If you feel pain, I want you to go to the place of the pain, because that's a signal to you about where there's still resistance, where there's still trauma that has to be unpacked. So notice where that is. If it's on the right side of the body, that is the male. That's the masculine lineage. If there's discomfort on the left side of the body, that's female. That's the feminine lineage. What is stored, right? Sleepy, loved. If you feel sad, Sarah Beth, dialogue with that sadness. Ask it what it's about. Sadness, what are you telling me? Are you telling me that I still have work to do here? It's not as easy to let go, maybe, of what's been holding you. Do you know? Maybe there's a little sorrow there. Right? Soft, peaceful, solar plexus situation. If pain in the back of the head, by the way, is oftentimes it's still connected to the throat chakra. So that's about truth. It means your truth center is being activated, right? Joe Cheeseman has 2 white horses, so she's double saving herself. That's right. So Kat asks a brilliant question. How do you feel joy if that's not something you've seen or experienced? I feel lost and I don't understand myself as much as I think I do. Kat, this is where your spiritual path is so critical. It is a process. It's like, you know how it feels when you peel an onion? I used barnacles as a metaphor earlier, but let's try onion instead. Might be easier for you. Your joy is in the middle of that onion, but you're going to have to peel back what happened when you were 5 and what happened when you were 9 and the stuff that person said and the stuff this other person said, because through our life we just pack up the onion so we can keep going. But eventually that onion causes pain and disease and sadness and depression, and there's only so many antidepressants and painkillers that you can take before you start to realize, nope, I've got to peel that onion apart. So you're peeling your onion. Celebrate the fact that maybe you took 1 layer off tonight. But the kernel of your joy, your little girl self, your spirit guides are showing me that little girl. It's beautiful. And you'll find her again. But it may take 6 times of peeling back, 9 times of peeling back, right? We thank you, spirit guides, for helping us align with our deeper truth, to bring the 2 halves of who we are, the layers of all of our onion, bringing all of us into alignment with who we are at our core, the joy, the optimism, the peace, the connection with source energy that may have eluded us now for 20 years or 50 years or 10 years or whatever it is for you. We give you permission tonight, and you have to give them permission to align my life with truth. Do you give them permission tonight? This is the only new moon in Sagittarius that I got up my sleeve. So if you want to do it, it's kind of the night to do it. You ready to do it? I see you, Mandy. She's not lost. She's just got some shit on her that you need to peel off. I see you. I see the little girl inside. She's there. Keep talking to her. She may not talk back to you right away, but she wants to hear your voice. We thank you, spirit guides and crystal allies who are supporting us in this work. We dedicate these crystals to our deeper truth and ask that as we work with them, we continue to unfold this work, unwind old wounds and old barnacles toward a deeper state of truth and alignment. Amen, aho, and so it is. It's there. I blow my breath across my tools because that's my life force. You can do the same thing. Aho means I understand. Aho is the same thing as amen, is the same thing as so it is. It's a conclusion to prayer. I say, and I've always said, although a lot of people copy me now, but I've always said amen, aho, and so it is, because I come from the Christian path, I come from the native path, and I come from the pagan path. And so when I have always said amen, aho, and so it is my whole life, I created that as a way of acknowledging that I come from a threefold path. So thank you for asking in case anybody else wanted to know. Okay. Guardians of the North, thank you for gathering us together under this beautiful Sagittarian new moon to do this sacred work. We give thanks for your strength, your support, direction, the courage, for the crystal allies who you have offered to us as guides and gatekeepers in this work. We release you with gratitude from the circle ancestors who've been with us this evening. We release you. Please keep showing us the beauty way. Guardians of the West, element of water, thank you for the tears tonight. Thank you for the purification. Thank you for allowing us to move fluidly through the process of setting intentions under this final new moon of 2018. Thank you for all of the intentions that we have manifested in this year. Please bless us and guide us as we step into a new year together. We release you. from the circle, guardians of the South. We thank you for courage and optimism. We thank you for the potential to transform, to become more than we are today, and for the strength that you offer us. We release you from the circle with gratitude. And guardians of the East, we always acknowledge the new beginning, the ability that we have to enjoy a new day, a new part of our life, a new stage that doesn't have to be encumbered by the worries and fears of the past. We embrace this opportunity with gratitude. We release you from the circle this evening. And so it is. And so it is. So releasing our circle as well came to you clockwise. It's going to leave you counterclockwise, releasing all of that energy, allowing the circle to dissipate from your hands. Did you enjoy tonight? I loved tonight. Tonight was my favorite new moon ritual of the whole year. It was. I felt so close to you tonight. I did. Honestly, I think if you had been here in the room, like right here next to me, I don't know that I would have felt any closer to you. I don't think my love for you would have been any stronger. Truly. Oof. I see you. And I'm so grateful you were here tonight for my favorite new moon ritual of the whole year. What a way to close it, girl. Wasn't it sweet? This is why we're here, my friends. This is why I am here on this planet. And may you always know why you are here as well. I wish that for you. I'm watching the smoke rise. Sending the blessing of that smoke to you. So good. Aho. So I have two things to tell you before I leave you. And I have a giveaway. So if you have another 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you about my class that's open for registration. And then I'm giving this away tonight in just a couple of minutes, but I want to tell you the story about it first. It's a really beautiful smoky celestial quartz piece that's going to be a protector for one of you for the entire year for 2019. I was told to bring this to you this evening. I know, it's an oh my god piece. So in case you are new, and a lot of you are new, I teach online courses. I don't talk about them all the time, especially toward the end of the year, because we've been working together for the whole year. I have created a brand new program for 2019. I actually channeled it in an ayahuasca journey, and it's called Soul Shift. And it's like tonight expanded. If you've been wanting a teacher and a community and a place to learn, it's a course in holistic shamanism that includes gemstones and astrology and crystal healing and sound therapy and energetic nutrition, and it's everything combined into one program. My team just put the link up if you would like to register and join me. Registration is open now. We begin on January 2nd, and the class doesn't begin until January 2nd, so even if you register tonight, you're not going to be charged until January 1st, but the response to the class has been overwhelming. So if you would like to reserve a space and learn with me, you can head through that link to join me for that class now. Would love to have you. We're going to be gathering once a week for live class. It's just like this. And then once a week, I'll be doing an hour of intuitive readings in their Facebook group as well. So they will be spending a lot of time with me. But those are people who want to spend time with me. So if you're already enrolled, I want to welcome you. I'm so excited. The one caveat I have is this class is going to change your life. You will not be the same person 12 months from now that you are today if you step into that container. I've set the intention that this is really going to literally shift your soul. It's going to shift your relationships. It's going to shift your body. It's going to shift your mind. It's going to shift your soul. And so registration is open for that. Would love to have you join me. Your new moon tools for 2019, if you're going to get them today, and I'll tell you why. Everything is 17% off with code 17MAGIC, and you're getting a free titanium black kyanite as my gift with any order on sagegoddess.com today. I actually think this is the best gift with purchase we've done the entire year. And here's what this is. Did you know that black kyanite instantly clears anything it touches? Anything. I have friends who are tarot readers, and they keep a piece in the box with their tarot cards because it instantly clears their cards. It'll clear your phone. It'll clear anything it touches, and it never needs to be cleared. It's my favorite clearing stone on the planet. These have been treated with titanium, which adds a whole other layer of strength, energy, and resilience. So it's my free gift to you. It's a $25 value, this necklace. And what's crazy is even if you just buy a tumbled stone tonight, you're going to get it as a free gift. It's really nuts. But I highly recommend the New Moon Kit, which is ancestral lineage. And so next month in January for our new moon, we are healing your maternal line. We are tracing your lineage. We are healing your mother's line and your father's line. And I made you 2 different incenses that we're going to burn together. One to heal your mother line and one to heal your father line. It's going to be a really cool ritual. So those are the tools for next month. The link for class, the feed went by so fast. Team SG, can you pop that class link in there one more time? Like the feed went, and then it's all gone. Mia's touch, that means the world to me. She said that because of me, her life is moving in a good direction. Honestly, as a teacher, I've been teaching for 22 years. So teaching is what I do. It's what I love. And by the way, there's no prerequisites. And in fact, when you sign up for my class, you're going to get a free 2 to 3 hour bonus class called Magic for Beginners that's going to cover everything. How to open a circle, how to call the directions, how to anoint, how to meditate, how to work with feng shui to understand energy in your home. Like everything I teach my students, all the basics, is going to come as a free bonus class to you. So if you had any worries like, well, I don't know if I know enough, that 2 or 3 hour class is going to catch you right up to speed, and that's just a free gift with the class. So if you've wanted to learn and you want to join a brand new class when it just opens so that you're on the same footing with everybody else, this may be what you want for Christmas. And thank you for that, honestly. I mean, your sweet words tonight are just a balm on my soul. I'm so passionate about what I do at Sage Goddess. I really am. Because I see the capacity for the work that we do together to change and to improve the quality of your life. And I believe it with all my heart. I have multiple sclerosis. I've had it for 10 years. The reason I'm able to be here with you and I'm in perfect health is the work that I do. So if you have autoimmune disease, come study with me. I will teach you what I've done and I'll change your life. It's not me changing your life, it's them. They just work through me. I'm just a vehicle for the transmission. No way. Messina Singh's husband gifted her a year of classes. He wins husband of the year. Yeah, eczema, I'm telling you. So we're actually covering spiritual nutrition for empaths because empaths tend to be overweight and sick most of the time. And it's because they don't know how to run energy. They don't know how to deal with other people's stuff. So I'm going to teach you how to become a bulletproof empath. I work with 1 million people. And none of that comes into me. I know exactly how to filter it through, which is why I've been able to do this work for 7.5 years. Most people in my role would have burned out a long time ago. I've never had more energy. And so I'm going to show you the road. The new moon for January kit is called the New Moon Spirit Animal Elephant, because elephant is our spirit guide for January. Yeah, so Tracy, my daughter, has psoriasis because she has autoimmune disease too, and I've been able to manage it through the work that we do. And it's through diet, it's through crystal healing, it's through essential oil therapy, it's through Reiki and all alternative modalities. It's through opening her energetic channel. I do all this work with her and she's 9. Everything you learn in the class, you will be able to show your children and teach your children and your partner and your parents and your friend down the street. And I mean, ultimately I'm training healers. My job is to heal the healers. The healers are out there healing everybody else. My job is to heal them, you, so that you can keep doing your work. I love that your boys call me Dr. Athena. I actually do have a PhD. Nobody calls me doctor anymore. And I don't really miss it. It felt like a mask. But when people do call me doctor, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. So anyway, I welcome you to the class. Listen to me right now. This is really important. Every disease and physical condition has a spiritual origin. Thyroid problems are throat chakra, you not speaking your truth. Hashimoto's disease, I've never known a single person with Hashimoto's disease who really felt comfortable speaking their truth to the people who needed to hear it most. I will teach you the spiritual origins of disease next year. And I will customize it to the people who are in the program. That could end up being the most powerful part of all of the work that we do together. Once you know what's going on with you energetically, you can continue to take medicine, but until you treat the spiritual root of the disease or the physical challenge that you have, it's not going to get better. That's my firm belief. It's really true. Fibro's all energy. Fibro isn't even really a disease. You know what fibromyalgia is? It's a name doctors gave to a bunch of symptoms they can't explain because they don't understand how energy works in the body. I have one of the best autoimmune doctors in the world at Cedars-Sinai Hospital here in Los Angeles. And do you know what he told me? It's actually my female doctor at Cedars-Sinai who told me this most profoundly. Athena, we don't know what causes autoimmune. And I looked at her and I was like, I know what causes autoimmune. It's an energy, right? It's energetic. Another one of my doctors who is from India, a medical doctor, said that she absolutely believes there's an energetic cause to every physical illness and ailment. And you can take all the medicine you want, and you should, but until you treat the underlying spiritual condition, it's not going to get better. Aho to that. Yeah, my daughter has Crohn's disease, which I have had too and am in remission of. I have 3 different autoimmune diseases. I've had Crohn's disease, Graves' disease, and multiple sclerosis, and I enjoy perfect health. Come walk with me. Okay, you ready? I am gifting the most beautiful, smoky, celestial quartz to one of you right now. This is going to be a talisman of protection for you for the whole next year. And all you have to do to enter, if you're new, is just say, yes, I want that. And I'm going to choose someone right now. This one, I'm sure, is in hydro. I haven't seen the water bubble, but I can feel the energy of it. A lot of skeletal celestials have in hydro. Look at the markings on this, you guys. Is that beautiful? This is about $150, $200 a piece. Isn't it pretty? And it screamed to be with you. And not just to me, but to another member of my team, Robin, who I love so much. And so thank you, for Robin, for also heeding the call that this piece needed to go home to a new home. Ha! Hermione says it matches my nails. It does a little bit. Breath of life on that piece. Who is it going home to tonight? I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you. All right. I think I know. All right, Lindsay Knight. Oh my God, Lindsay Knight, I want you to see this. I hope my camera can pick it up. There's a beautiful siren outside, by the way. We send love to that siren. Wow, it's a loud one. All right, Lindsay Knight, there's a huge rainbow, and I didn't even see it. Do you see it right here? Please tell me Lindsay Knight heard that she got it. I really hope that she did. Lindsay, check it out. There's a massive rainbow. Do you see it? That sweet siren trying to come through. Just making space. Congratulations, Lindsay. Wow. That was a siren and a half. Isn't it beautiful? Wow. Okay. Lindsay, that's the biggest rainbow, just for the record, girl, that's the biggest rainbow I've ever seen in a smoky skeletal celestial quartz. And I didn't see it until just the minute I mentioned your name, Lindsay. I found the rainbow. So you know what this medicine is about? Oh, you're so welcome, sweetheart. Do you know what this is about for you, Lindsay, from your spirit guides tonight? If I can channel for you for 2 seconds. This piece is going to help you find your rainbow. This piece is going to help you find your rainbow. I hope it blesses you in so many ways. Sweet blessings to you. All right. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put your crystals outside. Let them soak up the energy of this dark sky. Remember that at the new moon, when we have no light to guide our way, that's when we turn inside and trust our own intuition. You already have all the answers. They're in your heart. Aho to that. I did see the double rainbow today. Wasn't it beautiful? That's why we love the rain. We never get it in here in LA, but when we do, we get some really beautiful rainbows. Have a beautiful evening, you guys. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for being here. Take care.